This is Steve Crystal, CEO and founder of SCCG Management, celebrating recently over 3 decades of leadership and innovation in the worldwide gambling industry. I was recently traveling in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the most recent market around the globe to legalize iGaming and sports betting, and I was thinking about the prism through which I should view the innovation and exciting events occurring in Brazil, and I kept going back and drawing from the reserve of 3 decades of experience and accomplishment, the track record that represents SCCG over that 3-decade period in the US. It started in the 90s with riverboat gambling, which was the first expansion of gambling outside of Atlantic City and Las Vegas. And it went eventually from riverboat gaming to Native American tribal gaming across places like Oklahoma and California and many states in between. And then finally, it brought me and my partners to Las Vegas, Nevada, where much like Bugsy Siegel and his colleagues of the time, we became owners on Fremont Street, reimagining the redevelopment of downtown Vegas. So the journey has taken us from the heartland to Sin City, and most recently, the advent of iGaming and sports betting in America, and now expansion to places like Brazil, soon India, soon Middle East. A very exciting time and many decades ahead to look forward to. But how do we look forward to that? What experience do we draw upon? And for me, it's about that track record of experiences, that track record of accomplishment, doing deals that were the first of their kind, coming up with structures and organizations and financing opportunities to create new technologies, to create new ownership structures, to create redevelopment, to open new markets, to basically be a pioneer in new frontiers for the gambling industry that bring us to where we are now. In the future, we'll be talking about things like AI, and we'll be talking about the metaverse, and we'll be talking about real-time engagement, things that we're starting to talk about more and more. But the roots, they go back, and to the extent that we were able to establish those roots by planning successful projects like a $500 million riverboat in Kansas City, Missouri, like the acquisition of 6 casinos and 10 square city blocks in downtown Las Vegas, like the creation of companies that brought electronic table games and smart shufflers to the casino industry in America and around the globe, to opening up new markets for sports betting, 30 plus in the US, to opening up new legislation and new opportunities in places like Brazil, the 6th largest economy in the world, to travels to over 100 countries, to learning different cultures and learning different ways that people can engage with gambling content. We have been there in the past. We have a foundation of success and a track record of accomplishment, and that track record carries us through to today. Next week, we will showcase our first in a series of many episodes that detail that track record. The first will deal with a period of time that lasted about 10 years based in Kansas City, Missouri. It represents our journey through the Midwest, through the Southeast, whether it be in Iowa, whether it be in Kansas City, Missouri, whether it be in Louisiana or Mississippi, building riverboats that eventually became land-based facilities with tens of thousands of slot machines with millions of customers. They became the regional expansion for many of the public companies that exist to this day, and we were there in the beginning, forging projects across levees, running referendums, creating new legislation. This will be part of what we begin to highlight in our first episode. Stay tuned.